Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to, I guess, another post. I just started a IMAX film. It's an old one, classic, Christmas classic. It is Polar Express that I'm running for the holidays here at my current job, which is going to end in mid-January. Let me take this off since I'm the only one up here. But yeah, so that was an IMAX intro, very famous. We all know it. Let me turn the sound down. There it is, Polar Express. So yeah, I posted the video about what was happening with Warner Brothers and HBO Max yesterday. It has a pretty good response. A lot of you have commented on it. It's really great to see that discussion starting. And you know, thanks again for watching it. And there was a few things that I did kind of leave out that I forgot to mention. Some things that I've noticed that have led up to that. Led up to what is happening. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. The signs were already there in terms of streaming. The signs were already there. I think since like 2008, and the reason why I say 2008 is I remember reading at the time about a Matthew McConaughey movie, very small movie with Matthew McConaughey. Where he plays a surfer. I forgot the name, and I actually looked it up a few weeks ago, but I forgot the name, and it was a movie that they were gonna do day and date release with, and it never happened. But you know, the movie came out. It was like a very small release. Nobody remembers it, and I tried looking it up. Looking for old articles, and there's no mention of it. So a movie that I remember later on, years later, that I remember streaming at home with a friend was the Ryan Gosling movie, Only God Forgives. It was from the director of Drive, and we streamed that. It was the summer of 2013, and I was like, wow, I can stream this at home? This is crazy. But that was a movie that had like a limited release. But there was somebody in the comments section, I forgot your name, I don't have anything in front of me, but you brought up Tower Heist, and I do remember that whole Tower Heist fiasco, where they wanted to release the movie in theaters, but do a similar day and date release, or like 10 days later, the movie would be available on demand for a very high price of $60. It was something the theater owners were very much against, and it never happened. But I do remember that. And throughout the 2010s, Netflix was getting big, Amazon was getting big, but it wasn't until I started noticing big celebrities like Will Smith and Michael Bay and David Fincher all going to streaming, creating shows, not only shows but movies. Last year Michael Bay had that really big budgeted action movie, Six Underground, which wasn't very good, but on a technical level, it was very well made. But it was on Netflix. I watched it. I was like, wow, I'm watching a Michael Bay movie. He's to see his stuff, you kind of have to see it on the big screen, with all the action and shots and everything. But it was weird seeing it on streaming. And same with Will Smith in the movie Bright. So yeah, on top of the writing being on the wall for movie theaters, showing, acts of desperation with all the gimmicks, but the industry itself, the Hollywood, they were pushing towards this streaming, and it led to this. So, it's still up in the air. It's still a test. And this is obviously, all of it is very much my opinion. But, you know, something is going to come out of this when the dust settles. And like I said before, you're going to see a lot of movie theaters close, but you won't see the chains go out of business. But they will have to close a lot of locations. But what you will see, possibly, are studios buying up movie theaters. Disney or Warner Brothers and Paramount. And I believe that was something that was big decades earlier. You know, there'll be kind of a cutting out of the middleman. But I think ultimately, you know, the options of watching it at home and in the theaters will be very much on the table. It'll most likely be 50-50 for a while. One will do better than the other, and you'll see more of streaming movies, or it'll probably revert back to we need to open up movie theaters. But this won't be for a while, several years at least. So, but yeah, the signs were there. And it slowly was building up to it. And look, Netflix, won an Oscar. They're getting nominated for Oscars. And I think Amazon has had some movies nominated as well. They're really catching up in the Hollywood game. So, all right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. And, keep writing in the comment section, This is going to be interesting on Christmas Day when Wonder Woman comes out. I'll probably check it out on Christmas Day. I don't think I'm going to go to a theater. Maybe I will. I don't know. I did see Tenet in the theaters. It was a good experience, but it was weird. It felt like watching Tenet in the theater. It felt like it was like its very last week, even though it was the second week. But it felt like it was on its way out of the theaters, and there was like 10 other people in the theater. So, all right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.